Hey y'all, real quick, I'm going to pop on here. Mitochondrial Eve, we kind of mentioned it in a previous segment, but on Black Independent. But I wanted to pop on because I found some information that I thought was interesting. I have questions about Mitochondrial Eve. And I've asked it, here's my question anyway. Who was Mitochondrial Eve? And what does her story tell us about Africa before it was colonized, right? So I went on to ChatGPT, and here's what ChatGPT gave me. So Mitochondrial Eve is not a singular mother of all people, but rather the most recent woman from whom all living humans today inherit their mitochondrial DNA. Look it up, guys. She lived in Africa roughly 150,000 to 200,000 years ago. What this tells us is profound. All humanity, regardless of race or nationality, shares African origins. That means black, white, and everything in between. Before colonialism, Africa was not a dark, underdeveloped land waiting to be discovered. It was the birthplace of humankind and the site of early innovation. Let that sink in. So long before Europeans rose to power, Africa fostered thriving civilizations. Ancient Egypt, a part of the African continent, developed advanced mathematics, medicine, architecture, and governance. The libraries of Timbuktu held vast collections of knowledge in science, astronomy, and philosophy. Kingdoms like Mali and Songhai and Benin were centers of wealth, trade, and culture. Africans were skilled in metallurgy, agriculture, and navigation. These were not scattered pockets of brilliance, but a part of a continent wide pattern of advancement. Now, we're talking about Africa, y'all. All right? Tell me you're not thinking about, oh, when I was growing up, it was Tarzan and the apes and the elephants and the giraffe, and he was communicating with them. And then there were the natives running around in the jungle in whatever, right? That was the Africa that we understood. So when we speak of mitochondrial Eve, we are reminded not just of our shared ancestry, but of Africa's central role in shaping human progress. Africa was the foundation of knowledge, innovation, and civilization long before the outsiders arrived. It is essential to recognize this history because it dismantles the false narratives, the false stories, the lies that Africans were always behind. The truth is the opposite. Africa was the beginning. You know what I think? Africa is going to be the beginning again here in the 21st century. So I'm curious, and I'm asking questions right now to take us all the way to the 21st century, 2025. How do we get here? And what can we expect next? And if we understand where we all came from and how it came that we have this race hierarchy where white people are on the top and black people are on the bottom, how did that happen? And you'll be surprised because I've been asking the questions and I just wanted to give you this little snippet about how that occurred, which says who are black people and what is our nature and our temperament versus who are white people, both social constructs, and what is their temperament and their nature. And you're going to learn about that as we navigate through these questions. So let me know what you think in the comments. And again, I encourage you to ask your own questions, get ChatGPT or Grok, and share what you're finding out. Ciao.